Good evening. Welcome to another broadcast of Emo Nightly News, every moment online. In tonight's news headlines, 4 schools advance to the semi-finals of the Inter-Secondary Schools Debating Competition. Portsmouth Secondary School hosts career fair under the theme From Classroom to Career. Aging Preparedness and Wellness Fair held at Windsor Park Stadium forecourt. Youth Empowerment Forum highlights digital skills and opportunities for young people. St. Lucia government engages tourism sector on dry season water supply challenges. And Posse Cup football tournament kicks off in Portsmouth. Details of these stories and more coming up next. Stay with us.
Welcome to Antigua. Them people have no behavior. They have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua. Clear out how you know it's danger. How you know it's danger. When it comes to mass, it was deadly.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and this is the news broadcast for the 6th of March 2026. First up in local news, 4 schools have advanced to the semi-finals of the Inter-Secondary Schools Debating Competition following an intense second round featuring 8 competing schools. Wesley High School defeated Portsmouth Secondary School, while Isaiah Thomas Secondary School secured a victory over Convent High School. Reigning champions Dominica Grammar School also progressed after defeating Castlebrew Secondary School, and St. Martin's Secondary School advanced after overcoming Orion Academy in the high-scoring debate of the round. The debates covered topics including student discipline in cases of digital peer-to-peer violence and the role of nutrition education versus food restrictions in preventing non-communicable diseases among teenagers. Best Speaker Awards were presented to Hepzibah Ademola, Kiana Aaron, Lydia Joseph, and Kadez Simon for their strong and confident performances. Organizer Trudy Christian praised the students for their preparation, critical thinking, and articulate delivery, and expressed appreciation to sponsors, including Josephine Gabriel & Co. Limited, Central Cooperative Credit Union, Domlec, ICWI, KFC, Lindomart, and Dominica Social Security for supporting the competition. The Portsmouth Secondary School hosted a career fair under the theme From Classroom to Career, Turning Learning into Earning. The fair took place on the school grounds and brought together representatives from various organizations and professions to engage with students and provide information about career opportunities and pathways for the future. The organizer of the fair said the initiative was aimed at exposing students to different career options and helping them understand how the skills they learn in the classroom can translate into real-world employment and entrepreneurship.
I'm Lisa Mills Thomas, and today at the Portsmouth Secondary School, we are hosting a grand career fair. Our theme this year is From Learning to Earning, showing the students the things that they learn, how they have earning potential. We have various people from a number of career fields, from fire department, fashion design, cosmetology, in the medical field, in the blue and green economy, in aviation and everything like that, just to show the students how the things that they are learning in the classroom can be transferred into careers. So it is promised to be a wonderful day today.
The principal also shared brief remarks, encouraging students to take full advantage of the opportunity to interact with professionals and explore potential career paths.
I am Shanda Coffee Johnson, principal of Portsmouth Secondary School. And today, Emo, we are here to inspire our young students to dream big. We have put on a career fair. We have invited stakeholders to come and showcase. The students are dressed according to their future aspirations. They will get the opportunity to interact with business owners, with professionals. We have lawyers, we have firemen, we have entrepreneurs, all the likes are here at Portsmouth Secondary. And it's just an encouragement to get our young people to think big, to go outside of the box and continue to be beautiful young people.
Now, let's hear from some of the attendees at the fair.
Hi, I am Bernadette Ray and I'm from Flying Dress Dominica. I am here at PSS Career Day. I just wanted to show the students of what we offer. We have rental of cutlery and tablecloths and chair covers. We also do flying dress. If you watched on Facebook and you've seen like the long dresses that are flying all over the air, that's flying dress. It comes as a package. We do photography, makeup, the dress itself, and then the photography, makeup, the dress itself, and we take you to the location. You get your photograph done, and then you get your pictures in the mail. We also have samples of our sewing machine that we've come to share for students. I'm happy to be here at PSS at the career fair. Although I work full time, these are like my part-time jobs that I offer, and they're really lucrative businesses. If you want to get into business or you want something to do on the side, I think these are like perfect examples.
My name is Mark Paul. I have my assistant Lutrell, and I just have a small business of oils. I sell in men and female oils, $15, and I have some shirts, 280 for them, and a pant and a belt going for 150. So it's just like a small entrepreneur business I reselling, and I just starting small, see where it takes me.
Morning, it's indeed a pleasure to be here to assist the students in learning the different career paths that they can take. Here we have Inspire Forward Foundation. It's not a career, but we are just trying to demonstrate to the students that it is good to give back. Irrespective of the career that you pursue, it is good to give back and assist in one way or the other. And a few teachers in this school and Northeast, we are part of Inspire Forward Foundation, and we continue to give back. Hence our display this morning.
I'm Kathy Anatol, Station Officer for the Portsmouth Fire Station, and we are happy to be at Portsmouth Secondary School to inform the students about the fire department, the entry requirement for the fire department, and then the different aspects, what we do as fire officers. So we have our appliance on the outside, the fire truck, so they can have a close-up look at it also, and know the different parts, equipment, tools on the fire truck.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, through the Department of Social Services, hosted the Aging Preparedness and Wellness Fair 2026 under the theme, Securing Our Future, Planning for Aging with Dignity Through Financial Preparedness and Elder Care Inclusion. The event was held earlier today at the Winter Park Stadium forecourt in Roseau. The fair featured a range of activities, including health screenings, educational sessions, financial preparedness discussions, and special presentations. Representatives from financial institutions, the Department of Social Services, the Yes We Care program, and the Dominica Social Security also provided information on retirement savings, loans for seniors, pensions, and ahead for aging while promoting dignity, inclusion, and improve support for the elderly in Dominica.
Dr. Tesha Kofi Kazimi, Acting Director, Department of Social Services. Well, today I could deem it a success. We had multiple stakeholders joining us to get one main point and simple point across, which is really to emphasize the importance of planning and securing a healthier future. And I think that was greatly accomplished today. We had persons from representing the legal fraternity as well as financial institutions. We had Dominican Social Security, pertinent partners who provided information to give persons, basically furnish persons with information to secure their future.
The Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development and the Youth Development Division hosted a youth empowerment forum under the theme Positioned for Progress, Skills, Strategy and Success. The forum was held at the Dominica Public Service Union and brought together young people to learn about opportunities that can help build skills and achieve success. During the event, Minister of State Oscar George highlighted the importance of skills development programs, particularly in the area of digital learning, noting that these initiatives are essential in preparing young people for the evolving job market.
A number of young persons, they may have gone through a bad circumstance and they don't have any practical skills. They may not have completed the highest level of education. And then they ask themselves, what is next for me? And we all know in the job market, employers want to see some level of competence. It doesn't always have to be academics, but sometimes they might ask for skill sets. And that is what drives this program by the Youth Division. We want to ensure that young people have something that they can rely on. We have two programs ongoing. The first is the Digital Literacy and Workplace Readiness Program. And I believe that this program is super important in this day and age. And I'm seeing most of you sitting on the right. This program is very important. And I was asked specifically to provide some advice on the importance of this program and, of course, seek to give further encouragement to the young persons here today. We all will understand that most jobs today would require some basic level of digital literacy. Sending emails, working on spreadsheets, all these things require you to have some basic level of competence in digital devices and digital skills. Now we have the emergence of remote learning, where persons could do degrees from the comfort of their home. It is important that you pursue careers in digital field. And this program by the Youth Division will open doors for you in that sense. And I believe that all of you who have done this program, you are set for life. I don't want anybody to believe that it's just a program we just do and then whatever happens after what happens. It is something that sets you up for life. It is something that you can build on. And of course, it's something that you can decide to go whatever direction you choose to.
Representatives from Dominica Social Security, including Commercial Lloyd, also provided key information on Social Security benefits and the importance of understanding the system.
National insurance means that it is mandated by law. So you may have already heard about different types of insurances: car insurance, home insurance, health insurance, life insurance, all different types of insurances that we have. But most of those insurances, they are optional, meaning that if you have a need for them, you take them out. But with Social Security, it is mandatory, meaning that the law, the legislation was put in place so that everybody who is working has to contribute to the program for their national insurance protection. We have three categories of benefits that we offer. Those with short-term benefits, and these are those benefits that are payable to you because of a temporary interruption in your employment. For example, if you are sick, you are at work, you are sick, the doctor provides you for medical and states that you have this disease or this condition and you're unable to work for a period of time, whether it is a month, 2 weeks, a few days. They will provide you with a medical which you take to your employer and your employer will submit that medical to Social Security. Social Security will replace up to 60% of your earnings for the period that you are ill. Now, if you were to replace 100% of your earnings, everybody would want to be on sick leave, right? Because it's better off for you to be sick all the time and receive your full earnings than being at work. Unfortunately or fortunately, we only replace up to 60% of those earnings for you. So at least you can continue to pay your bills, buy your medication, take care of yourself during illness.
The Inland Revenue Division was also in attendance, offering guidance on taxation and explaining why it is important for young people and entrepreneurs to understand their tax responsibilities.
I'm going to give you all a basic oversight as to the obligations under the Income Tax Act and the Value Added Tax Act. And I hope that you learned something today and that it is very useful to you in your endeavors. Under the Value Added Tax Act number 7 of 2005, it is charged on consumer spending and it was implemented on the 1st of March 2006. VAT replaced consumption tax, entertainment tax, sales tax, and hotel occupancy tax. VAT is charged at a standard rate of 15%. Hotel accommodation and other similar type services is charged at a rate of 10%. And there is a 0% charge on certain goods and services. This is referred to goods and services that are zero rated, things that we deem, for example, essential to survive, like flour, rice, sugar. First set of units on Dominic, etc., you don't pay VAT on these things. However, now you take the flour and you start to make cake. It's no longer just flour. So then you will start to pay VAT on these things. And certain goods and services are also exempted from VAT, like financial services, educational services, medical services.
Also in local news, the prize-giving ceremony for Miss DSC Mass Jamboree 2026 was held yesterday at the Dominica State College, celebrating the achievements of the contestants who participated in this year's pageant. The event brought together contestants, sponsors, faculty, and supporters to recognize the young women for their poise, talent, intellect, and strong school pride throughout the competition. Organizers praised the participants for the dedication and the high standard displayed during the show. Winners and contestants received a range of prizes made possible through the support of several corporate and individual sponsors. The Dominica State College community also expressed appreciation to all sponsors for their continued support, noting that their contributions played a key role in the success of Miss DSC Mass Jamboree 2026. Sad news reaching EmoNews as the school community mourns the tragic loss of a young student. Convent Preparatory School has confirmed the passing of one of its students, Kimroy Dover, who reportedly collapsed at the school earlier today. He was rushed to the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, where he later sadly succumbed. In a statement released earlier today, the school described Kimroy as a bright and remarkable member of the convent prep family. He was remembered as an active, kind, and respectful child who was always well-mannered and well-behaved. According to the school, Kimroy showed strong dedication in the classroom and consistently achieved academic success during his time there. Staff and fellow students say he will be fondly remembered for the gentle spirit and positive energy he brought to the school community. The entire school community is now grieving this heartbreaking loss. The administration has extended its deepest condolences to Kimroy's family, friends, and classmates during this very difficult time. The Convent Preparatory School family says their thoughts and prayers remain with all those affected, adding that Kimroy Dover will always hold a special place in their hearts. EmoNews extends deepest condolences to friends, loved ones of Kimroy Dover. Earlier today, we had some lovely guests visiting the studios of Emo Nightly News. Students of Grand Fork Primary School had an exciting and educational experience today as they visited EmoNews to learn more about the production of the popular Emo Nightly News. During the visit, the students were given a behind-the-scenes look at how the news is created each day. The EmoNews team guided them through the different stages involved in producing the nightly broadcast, including gathering stories, preparing scripts, filming, and presenting the news. A few students took the opportunity and stepped forward to present the news.
My name is Azai Roberts. This brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast, the 6th March 2026. I'm your presenter, Azai Roberts. On behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This has been Emo Nightly News. Every moment. My name is Mia Polino. This brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast, the 6th of March 2026. I'm your presenter, Mia Polido. On behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This has been Emo Nightly News. Every moment online. Good night.
This brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast, the 6th of March 2026. I am your presenter, Jasmine Coffee. On behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This has been Emo's Nightly News, every moment online. Good night, everyone.
The students also had the opportunity to ask questions and interact with members of the team, gaining a better understanding of the work that goes into delivering the news to the public each evening. The visit was both informative and inspiring, giving the young students a glimpse into the world of journalism and media production. Once again, thank you for visiting Grand Fork Primary. We had a great time.
On behalf of the Grand Fork Primary School, I want to thank you for inviting us to the Emo Studios.
Amen.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys for coming. Thank you. Come again.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Okay.
A homicide has been reported in St. Joseph last evening, resulting in the death of 32-year-old Stanley Shaka Adams of the community. Police are expected to conduct further investigations into the incident. EmoNews extends condolences to the family. And finally, in local news, the Northern Vicariate Lenten Retreat came to an end last evening with powerful praise and worship and special prayers for married couples led by Father Herman Shaplis. The 4-night retreat held from March 2 to March 5 drew strong participation from parishioners across the northern communities from Salisbury to Penville. The retreat opened at the Salisbury Playing Field and continued at Dubla Park, Borough Square in Portsmouth, before concluding last night in Vickers. Preacher for the retreat, Father Nigel Karam, elaborated on the theme, Walking Together as the Family of God, encouraging believers to strengthen their faith while supporting one another in unity as a Christian community. And that's all for local news this evening. Stay tuned for regional news coming up next.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. In your blast up and rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It's going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
And now for regional news. Ministers from across Latin America and the Caribbean met in Brazil's capital to outline priority actions for the UN Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, and its regional partners for the next 2 years. FAO Director General Ko Dong-Hoo praised the region's progress and emphasized the need for stronger policies, innovation, and cooperation to protect these gains while strengthening agricultural systems. Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva also stressed that ending hunger is achievable, stating that food insecurity often stems from a lack of political will. The conference will also focus on strategies to improve agricultural productivity, strengthen food systems, and advance the goal of zero hunger by 2030. And now moving on to St. Lucia. St. Lucia's Prime Minister, Philippe J. Pierre, recently met with representatives of the Castries East Youth and Sports Council, who provided an update on their youth and community outreach programs. Over the past 10 months, the council has carried out several initiatives, including community walkthroughs, school visits focused on conflict resolution and career guidance, as well as hamper drives to assist vulnerable families and the elderly. They also hosted Easter and Christmas activities for children and partnered with National Emergency Management Organization on community cleanup campaigns. Looking ahead, the group plans to host a summer cultural workshop, establish a community pantry, and organize a job fair aimed at creating opportunities for young people. Prime Minister Pierre commended the council for its efforts to empower youth and strengthen communities. Also in other news, Prime Minister Pierre has also led a high-level meeting with tourism leaders and water officials to address dry season water supply challenges across the island. The meeting included government ministers, representatives from the Water and Sewage Company, WASCO, and tourism stakeholders to discuss solutions to ongoing water disruptions. Officials agreed to establish a working group to advance key actions, including improvements to the Northern Pipeline, emergency water barging, incentives for water harvesting, and better coordination with water trucks. The initiative aims to stabilize the current situation while strengthening St. Lucia's resilience to increasingly severe dry seasons. And that's all for regional news this evening. Stay tuned for international news after this message.
We're at the different phases in life. We move at a different pace. All we need is to be supported. Cause when the baby's coming, business needs revamping, the new job starting, and you need an outfit. Let momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up. The wedding's planning, rent due dates coming. Momentum is your support financing. Let momentum